Copy that. 10-4. Understood. Dispatch to 84. Message received. Received. 84 received. Roger. Roger that. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Copy. 10-4. Request for backup acknowledged. Acknowledged. Backup en route. Affirmative. Backup is inbound. 10-4. Units on their way. Hawk 12, you're too low. Increase altitude, Hawk 12. Pull up. You need height. Watch your height. 84 Adam, we have backup in your vicinity. What do you need? Support is standing by. Assistance is available. We have units on standby if required. Negative, not available at this time. Negative on that request. Affirmative, standby. Received. Checking now. Checking database for records. Records indicate prior criminal activity. 84, individual is a known felon. Search returned with an active warrant. All clear on that search. No criminal history. 84, no infractions on record. Nothing flagged in the system. They're clear. All backup units, incident under control. Resume normal duties. Supporting officers on channel, stand down and continue patrol. All units, scene secure, return to prior assignments. Backup units, 1098, resume normal duties. All units be advised, K9 handler is now on scene. K9 is deployed and active. Units at location, K9 standing by. On scene officers, dog team entering the location. The docks. Warhurst, Litchfield, Chinatown, Financial District, Bayside Strip, Lafayette, Carlito, Sunnyside, Pilgrims Lookout, Mercer Heights, Lacoima Bay, Brookhaven, Fenwick Parkway, Carverport, Little Italy, Richbury Park, Bakersfield, South Shore, Ramona, Linden West, Lacoima Bay, Slipwater Yard, Portalo Hill, Electric Avenue, the Dutch Exchange, Skid Row, the Coliseum, Serenity Park, Central Plaza, Sentinel Square, Jonasville, Boddicker Yard, Shermer Court, Ocean Strip, Westview Bay, Smuggler's Cove, Haddonfield Point, Ramona South, Springwood, Richbury South, Baltimore Terrace. Stand by for location. Fenwick North Bay, Fenwick Intersection 2, Fenwick Intersection 3, Fenwick Intersection 4, Fenwick Intersection 5, Fenwick Intersection 6, Fenwick Intersection 7, Fenwick East, Stadium Approach, Apollo Intersection 2, Apollo Intersection 3, Apollo Northwest, Apollo Intersection 5, Apollo Port, Apollo Intersection 7, Apollo Intersection 8, West Bay Bridge, Lacoima Bridge, Long Mile Bridge. Suspect last spotted at, suspect identified in, suspect last seen in, suspect identified on, suspect last seen on, suspect's last known location was, suspect's last position was, suspect vehicle identified in, suspect vehicle was last seen in, suspect vehicle last spotted in, vehicle was last seen in, suspect vehicle identified on, suspect vehicle was last seen on, suspect vehicle last spotted on, vehicle was last seen on, assistance required at, backup required at, assistance required in, backup required in, assistance required on, backup required on, any available units, civilians are reporting a 1031 in progress at, all units, we've got a 911 report of a 1031 burglary in progress in. Available radio cars, we have a 1031 burglary reported in. Attention patrol, multiple reports of a commercial burglary on. Patrol be advised, receiving calls of burglary on. Calling responders on duty to attend a vehicle collision at. All units, please respond to a 1053 traffic accident in. Multiple reports of a motor vehicle accident in. Any available units, a citizen has reported a 1053 on. Available cars, we have a reported 1053 auto accident on. Available units, we have a reported 1039 graffiti vandalism at. Units in the area, a shopkeeper has reported a graffiti artist at work in. Multiple reports of a 1039 vandalism in. Any available units, we have a 911 report of a 1039 vandalism on. I need a unit to handle a graffiti vandalism on. City Patrol, please attend a reported 1034 at. All units, we have reports of a violent confrontation in. Be advised, we have several reports of a 1034 assault in. Available units, I have an in-progress physical assault on. Attention patrol, civilians are reporting a 1034 assault on. Radio cars, 1034 in progress at. Attention units, we have reports of a street fight occurring in. Multiple reports of a 1034 street brawl in. Available units, we have a reported 1034 fight on. Any available units, civilians are reporting individual street fighting on. Units requested to intercept a fast-moving vehicle at. Attention Vehicle Patrol, we have a sighting of a vehicle driving dangerously in. Patrol alert, sighting of a speeding vehicle in. Available cars, air support units are reporting a vehicle weaving at high speed on. Patrol units, we're receiving reports of erratic driving behavior on. All units, we have reports of a 1010 narcotics transaction in progress at calling all mobile units, sightings of suspect drug distribution at any available units. Street vendors are reporting a possible narcotic sale in patrol. We had a 911 report of a drug buy in progress in multiple reports of individuals possibly engaged in drugs exchange on patrol units. We have reports of a hit and run at patrol. We have reports of a vehicle fleeing after striking pedestrian at all units. Vehicle accident involving a possible hit and run in incoming dispatch. We have a driver absconding from an incident reported on incident alert. Hit and run, failure to stop reported on on-duty officers. Robbery with violence occurring at all units. We have reports of a street robbery in patrol in the vicinity. Attend a street mugging in. Can I have a unit to respond to snatch theft on any available units? Civilians are reporting a mugging in progress on patrol. Be advised, robbery with weapons witnessed at attention all units. We have reports of an aggravated burglary in multiple reports of a 1031 robbery in available units. We have a reported armed burglary on any units nearby. Respond to a commercial alarm triggered on attention suspected gang members exchanging gunfire at all units. Gang confrontation with shots fired in priority response. Multiple reports of a gun battle in available officers. I need units to respond to a possible gang-related shooting on any available units. Civilians are reporting a possible gang gun battle. Shots fired on attention patrol. We have a report of a 1032 in progress at incident alert. Possible car theft in progress at all units. Multiple sightings of suspected vehicle theft with violence in incoming alert. Vehicle theft involving force witnessed on any available units. Civilians are reporting a carjacking on all units. We've had a report of an automobile accident at available units. Please attend a traffic incident at. We need units to attend an auto accident at. We have a citizen call regarding a 1053 vehicle collision in attention. Air units are reporting a 1053 car wreck on units. We've got a 911 report of a stolen vehicle at all units. Possible car theft in progress at multiple sightings of a 1032 auto theft in available units. We have a confirmed grand theft auto on dispatch to all available units. Be advised of a possible GTA on available units. We have an anonymous tip-off regarding a suspected drunk driver at alert. Witnesses have observed a vehicle mounting the curb at patrol. We have reports of a possible DUI in all units. Multiple sightings of a vehicle drifting between lanes on any available car. Citizens are reporting a driver showing signs of impairment on all units. Need officers to investigate a situation developing at units in the vicinity. Please respond to an incident in attention units on patrol. We're receiving calls regarding a possible crime in incoming. We have a 911 call regarding an incident on calling all on-duty officers requesting a unit to respond to an alert on available units. Officers requesting support at nearby units. Officers have requested backup at attention officers. Backup is needed in officers in the area. Please provide backup on squad cars. Officers need vehicle backup at available cars. Please provide pursuit backup at attention. Backup required to assist suspect pursuit in patrol. Officers have requested vehicle support on priority response. Urgent support is needed at attention. Urgent backup needed at all units. Immediate support requested in all units. Officers need immediate backup on I need a canine handler for an active suspect track. Proceed to canine units. Respond for fleeing suspect. Last seen at requesting canine deployment. Tracking suspect on foot in canine handler required to track a suspect last observed on officers in the area. Injured victim requiring assistance after a hit and run at units nearby. Hit and run incident. Injured civilian reported at patrol units. 1053 with injuries. Vehicle fled the scene. Reported in first responders. I have a civilian struck by a vehicle on available patrols. Respond to an auto accident with injuries at attention officers. Traffic collision reported with civilian injuries at all units. Medical response required for a vehicle collision in units nearby. Civilian injured in a traffic accident on available patrols. Respond to an unconscious civilian pulled from the water at priority response. Unconscious civilian following a water rescue at officers in the area. Unconscious civilian needs assistance in all units. Emergency medical response required for a near drowning victim on attention officers. Mugging reported with civilian injuries at I have a 1054. Injured victim needs medical assistance at officers in the vicinity. Injured victim requiring assistance after a mugging in All units, medical response required for an injured mugging victim on. All units, 1054, civilian injured by gunfire at. Priority response, 1054, injured bystander with a GSW at. Attention officers, civilian injured by a firearm in. Units nearby, injured civilian following a shooting incident on. Attention units, casualty reported following an assault at. Patrol, please respond to a 1054, injured assault victim at. Available units, injured civilian needs medical assistance in. Reports of an individual injured during an assault on.
Affirmative. 10-4. Roger. Confirmed. Copy. All tow units, crime scene vehicle, deliver to forensic unit. Tow crews, secure a vehicle for forensics from an active investigation. Wrecker teams, case vehicle recovery, handle with care. Tow detail, recover a car under investigation. I've got a designated parking violation, need a tow unit. Tow crews, respond to an off-street parking trespass. Fleet, I have a vehicle in a restricted parking area. Tow it. I got an off-street parking violation, any available wreckers respond. I've got a burned-out vehicle obstructing access, need a tow unit to remove it. All tow units, I need a truck to collect the torch vehicle. We have a vehicle gutted by fire. Tow crews in the vicinity. All wreckers, transport a fire-damaged vehicle for destruction. Wrecker detail, I need a collection of a vehicle damaged by vandalism. Tow units, I need a wrecker for a trashed car. Anyone available? We got a car with extensive damage. Wreckers, take it in. Tow trucks, I have a damaged vehicle that I need towed and processed. I got a vehicle parked in violation. Need a tow for impound. I need a tow crew for an illegally parked car. Who wants it? All wreckers respond for an illegal parking infraction. Tow detail, impound a car that's violating parking regs. Traffic dispatch to all units, radio check. Fleet, this is Central. Stand by for first shift assignments. All wreckers watch the meters. Anything flashing red is ours. Calling all hooks on channel. Stand by for your assignments. 10-4. Unit will be dispatched to your location. Acknowledged. Confirmed. Wrecker all around. Okay, we'll get a tow truck down there ASAP. Copy that. Tow unit on the way. Understood. Tow crew will handle it. Yeah, Roger, we're running behind, but we'll get to it later. Lots of calls today, but we'll swing by eventually. Copy that, 84. We'll head over when we can. Snowed under right now. 10-4. Might take some time, though. Working through a backlog. 84, this is traffic. That collection has been completed. Traffic dispatched to 84. Records confirmed. Removal is complete. Yeah, removal confirmed. Area is all clear. 84, Adam. Be advised. Pickup task completed. Good job, 84 Adam. Affirmative. Vehicle logged in. Adios, Rust Bucket. Drop-off verified. That's one less wreck clutter in the city. 84, vehicle delivered. Confirmed, the impound has custody. Roger, another one off the street. 10-4, we'll keep it on ice until the owner pays up. Impound confirmed storage. Tag's been entered into the system. Affirmative, car's locked down for processing. Copy. Forensics has the vehicle. They'll tear it apart for evidence. Roger, the guys will have a field day with this one. Confirmed, forensic team is on it now.
Affirmative. 10-4 received. Copy. Roger. Ambulance units, medical dispatch, radio check. EMS crews, radios up. Calls will be coming through. All ambulance crews on channel. Shift is live. Stand by. EMS units in service. Stand by for medical response tasks. Priority medical response. Injured patient reported after a vehicle strike. Patient down with injuries sustained from a vehicle collision. Ambulance needed for injuries following a hit-and-run incident. Medical assistance required for an injured patient after a hit-and-run. Injured patient reported after a vehicle collision. Medical assistance required. Immediate care needed for injuries sustained in a traffic accident. Priority medical response required. Patient injured in a traffic accident. Medical response needed for collision-related injuries. Urgent medical care required for a near drowning. Life-threatening condition reported after near drowning. Ambulance required for a patient recovered from the water. EMS unit needed. Patient involved in a drowning incident. Patient down with injuries following a mugging. Injuries reported after bag snatch incident. Medical response required. Medical assistance required. Patient sustained injuries in a street mugging. Ambulance needed for a patient hurt during a stick-up. Ambulance needed for a patient injured by gunfire. Patient injured by gunfire and in need of treatment. Emergency care needed for a patient with a GSW. Gunshot injuries reported. Medical response required. Ambulance requested for assault-related injuries. Patient reported hurt following a physical attack. Emergency medical care required for assault injuries. Injured patient requiring treatment after an assault. Patient transfer complete. Medical staff has taken over. Medical handoff complete. Unit is clear. Patient successfully transported. Unit may return to service. Delivery confirmed. Medical personnel are taken over. Transfer complete. Deceased received by morgue staff. Transport concluded. Remains received and logged. Remains delivered successfully. Medical examiner will take over. Deceased successfully transferred to morgue custody. All examiner units on channel. Stand by for recovery assignments. ME vans in service. Monitor the channel. Coroner vehicles. Dispatch is active. Stand by. Medical examiner units on duty. Await intake assignments. Recovery required for deceased following a hit and run. Fatal hit and run reported. Examiner unit to handle transport. Remains awaiting transfer following a fatal hit and run. Coroner transport requested for deceased from a hit and run incident. Fatal traffic collision reported. Examiner unit to handle transport. Vehicle collision with fatal outcome reported. Recovery unit requested. I need an examiner unit to respond for post-collision fatality. Deaths confirmed following a traffic incident. Transport assignment available. Can I have an examiner unit assigned for a water-related fatality? ME transports. Remains awaiting intake following a drowning. Examiner transport needed for deceased recovered from the sea. Fatal water incident confirmed. Recovery and transport needed. Examiner transport needed for deceased after a fatal mugging. I need an examiner vehicle to remove deceased following a bag snatch incident. Fatal street robbery confirmed. Recovery and intake needed. I need a coroner unit assigned for collection related to a mugging. Remains ready for collection following a firearm-related death. Can I have a coroner transport for deceased following a shooting? I need a coroner unit to handle post-shooting recovery. Remains are ready for intake following a shooting. Fatal injuries confirmed after an assault. Collection pending. Examiner transport needed. Deceased confirmed after an assault. Fatal injuries reported. Assault-related. Collection pending. ME units need a fatality recovery following a serious assault. Acknowledged. Proceed to hospital with the patient. Solid copy. Begin transport to hospital intake. 10-4. Proceed directly to the hospital. Acknowledged. I'll tell the hospital you are en route. Acknowledged. Bag them and deliver to morgue. Copy. I'll inform the morgue that you are en route. Understood. Transport remains to the morgue. 10-4. Proceed to the morgue when ready. Understood. You may continue to the hospital. Copy that. Do not divert. Proceed to hospital intake. 10-4. Maintain hospital transportation. Acknowledged. Recording time of death. Transfer complete. 84. Be advised. This one should have gone to the morgue. Received. That's a morgue job, but it's handled. Body received. Hospital staff will, sort that out. Transfer acknowledged. Routing error logged. Transport received. Morgue reports signs of life. Transfer logged. Morgue staff declining treatment duties. Medical examiner has confirmed receipt of a living subject. Handoff confirmed. 84. Should have been the hospital.